Welcome back to EasySpirit101. I hope you guys are having an amazing Friday. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Let's see. Trigger warning. Some of the decks, specifically one deck I'm going to be using in this reading, has very, very triggering images as well as messages on the particular cards. So if that makes you uncomfortable, please feel free to sit this one out anyway. And friendly reminder, this channel is for 18 and up, as well as these readings are considered for entertainment purposes only. Please familiarize yourself with my legal disclaimers as well as some of your other favorite online tarot readers. And let's get into this reading. Let's see what needs to come out here. What does Divine Collective need to know at this time? What needs to come out in this reading at this time, please? Something is very, 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 very fake and false. Someone keeps walking around going like, Jesus, Jesus, like all the time, like, praise Jesus. Like that kind of individual. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I am not here to place my opinions over people's religious preferences or anything like that. We are all here to have a journey, and it is all up to each individual person between them and God. But it is coming through that there is someone, I'm picking up an individual who's someone who's like constantly, several times in a day, oh, thank Jesus, praise Jesus. This is what's coming through, but it's specifically coming out in this reading as this is very fake. This is some sort of image that this person is withholding. They're withholding their true intentions, true image, true being. I'm also getting that this is something new. Like this person may have always had this particular kind of, it's really strongly coming through like this person uses this image as like a cover for a certain kind of lifestyle or certain kind of intentions or choices. But I'm also getting that this person is doing this more over the top at this point, because there's some sort of like trouble going on. They have amped up whatever this in this person's case, it's coming through as a kind of a false image that they are truly like that. Just saw the Judgment card here. Judgment the horn of judgment is being blown on this situation with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Someone might be getting very a backlash for something very hasty, some sort of hasty, ill-intended idea. This person may have even been under some sort of substances when this person is worried as shit. Excuse me, worried as absolute. This person is shaking, whoever this individual is. And I feel like this may be the same individual who's going around like, oh, praise Jesus, thank God. You know, it's like coming through like this person's doing this kind of all day long or something like this. By the way, if I failed to mention, something else that has come through is California, more specifically Los Angeles. And maybe or maybe not a party. So this could have been with a party with someone who's from California or a party in California. May or may not be relevant to whatever's coming out in this reading. Yeah, Seven of Swords. Something, already knew this because the graphic deck is a deck kind of dealing with legalities and crime kind of issues. Someone they did something. I keep getting possibly while under the influence, because this person really wasn't thinking when they did what they did. I also feel like there might have been a couple involved in this. Again, confirmation. The horn of judgment has been blown on this situation, and it also keeps coming through like wide open. The horn of judgment is blowing this cover up wide open. Somebody messed with someone they shouldn't have messed with, and someone is a Gemini or has a strong Gemini placement. There's also something important and significant about some sort of communication, some sort of message, meeting, discussion with someone. Someone might want to have a discussion or a meeting with a Gemini, and they feel very anxious to do so. This person is getting a very, very heavy backlash for something they did here, because this person is someone that just refuses to learn lessons. They refuse to learn some sort of lesson. This could have been a past life cycle with someone here. This could have happened before. This could have felt familiar in some way, or individuals involved felt familiar. I keep seeing the Chariot, and it's funny because the Chariot, there it is, kind of shuffled, and it was still right there. And the Chariot in this one is this taxi. Something could be, there could be something about the beach. Somebody might have drove to California to the beach. I also feel like someone here who may be looked into a particular situation regarding the Seven of Swords, individuals surrounding them or surrounding whatever this is, sent whoever was looking into this situation on a wild goose chase. They like sent them looking over there, sent them looking over there. No, it was over there. And they knew all along they were not telling the truth about something. Whoever this is that has kind of been like hiding or on the run or hiding this situation, is they feel beat down. This person feels beat down. This person's just about exhausted from their own running. This could have been someone's karmic, some sort of karmic lover for someone. I'm also getting this couple here may have been karmic lovers. And whatever this is ended in heartbreak for someone, or this was intentional. It's coming through as someone here did this deliberately to cause someone intentional heartbreak. Either this person was a King of Wands who did this, or this happened to a King of Wands. Seen that more than once. So a younger female is involved in a situation. Confirmation. Younger female. This could be this younger female, or something happened to a younger female. Right, a whole journey of falseness. The whole thing was covered in like lies and something definitely illegal. I'm getting even like something about a false dad. Someone pretending to be a dad. Someone is a dad in a situation, but there's like lies, this false dad could even be the person that's going, oh, like, thank Jesus. Thank Jesus right now. Because that's what they want to be seen as. So they won't be seen as a person who maybe is associated with whatever this is. There's also someone false or some sort of lie or falseness regarding someone here who received a message or a letter or took a letter in some way. This person being like, acting like they didn't know where someone was, or they didn't know the truth about a situation, or they didn't know the truth that someone might be like false. Someone here acted like they didn't know that when really they did. Someone here might have even been lying about a wife. I have heard that come up in other general readings, so that's definitely confirmation for somebody in somebody's situation. Somebody thought they were going to get a gift off of a wife or from having a wife, but they lied. There's like heavy, heavy false energy and lots of lying surrounding this whole situation, including like false friends. And lots of cover-up energy. This combo effect keeps coming out, and the last time it came out in an unfinished reading I was doing, it was coming through that either, for instance, if someone here actually has the kind of money that you've got someone answering your door for you, it was either literally this person was in on the cover-up, so to speak, of saying they didn't know what was going on when really they did, or covering up for whatever this crime situation is. And if that's not the case, it's coming through like whoever this individual is here who receives some sort of news, communication, or transfers some sort of, quite literally like a document or a letter. This person comes through as like someone who manages the household, like who would be in charge of the household. Like, I'm in charge here. I'm the manager of the house. Or for some of you, this could be a business. I'm the manager of the business. Right. This person lies on someone here. They lie on their behalf out of faithful. This person's like a faithful dog to this individual. And many or multiple individuals here are very prideful. Something is legal here. Something with a dad is legal. Something is false with a dad is legal. A legal issue. Unexpected towers here, or this is literally what someone is covering up. Some sort of crime. Some sort of crime has been covered up. I'm going to go ahead and move into this deck. And again, this is very, very triggering. Please be mindful. If that makes you uncomfortable, feel free to turn it off. Friendly reminder, 18 and up. Now, I just saw the cult card. That doesn't have to literally be a cult. It's more so giving me this tight-knit group that will cover for each other, will tell lies for each other, will do whatever to keep each other doing whatever it is that they're doing. Yeah, it's funny because I was just about to say someone in this situation, someone doesn't even want to know. I don't know if this is divine collective, if this issue pertains to you, like you don't even want to know what's going to come out here, or there's something about someone in this group is almost, they're really afraid for this hidden information to come out, or yeah, for something to be recovered. Regret. This person is like really regretful. This could even have to do with a divine feminine. Somebody might have did something hasty to a divine feminine. Keep getting like ocean, water, beach when it comes to someone here. this has come out more than once. One or multiple people in a situation are missing. And this might not even tap. This energy, for me as a reader, it feels very, very heavy. I have a feeling it's not even going to tap into what all is being covered up, and I'm glad, because something feels very dark. Someone has done something very, very dark and evil, actually. And it could be this individual who has done something, either one of the individuals who is covering up for this person, or this person themselves, I almost said himself. This person themselves that did something very evil, is one or the other is the one walking around going like, oh, praise Jesus. Oh, well, Jesus, 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 like all day. Yeah, wow. Someone has done something very, very dark that they are extremely, I feel like crime here. I feel like a crime, and there is a major tower coming in for this individual. This is why this person, I can feel this person's like anxiousness coming through, because something was very evil and they have been hiding it, and it's not going to stay hidden. Someone might have even been keeping a relationship hidden. Yeah, perversion. I'm gonna try and say this in a very the lightest way possible, and you'll have to use your imagination for the rest. Let me put it this way. I once upon a time saw a documentary on an individual in another country who was keeping a person that they proceeded to have an entire family with locked. I don't even want to say, I'm very sensitive. I just about can't even watch stuff like that. I have trouble even talking about it. Something very rough is coming through from this here. This person may have been making money off of this in some way. Somehow this person has some sort of hidden money off of one situation or multiple situations. I'm going to show this once and I'm going to turn it over, because I do believe that this is coming through as if someone spoke up or said something here that they would do away with them. This could have been deliberate on someone. Maybe someone said something and they did something, planned something against revenge, or this was for revenge in some way. They did something to get revenge against someone. We have a grandparent in reverse. This could even be something within someone's family. Somebody could have done something within their own family. This has come out several times. An individual could be missing at this time. Again, one or multiple individuals. I don't know what, I don't even want to go too much further into this. Yeah, here's the last thing I'm going to say. I'm not going to dig too much more into this because I don't like this. And I don't know in what way this has to do something with finances. Somehow this person is getting some sort of money or finances off of whatever this situation. And I don't know if this is an older individual doing this to a younger individual, or a younger individual doing this to an older individual. It was somehow in this, there's personal feelings involved, and somehow someone in this is making some sort of money off of a situation, but something is very, very, very dark when it comes to this kind of energy. For instance, like the example I used earlier of something I saw a documentary once, that's the kind of energy that is coming through with this. Here's the last thing I'm going to say as I shuffle the rest of whatever's going to come out in here. And this is obviously not going to be everyone's reading, thank God. And if you are related or having to deal with anything like this, or hopefully you're not currently, but very much apologies. Very specifically, the last thing that's coming through about this energy for someone or whoever, whatever, whyever this is coming out. I'm kind of getting an older family member who knows that they're younger, some sort of younger relative beneath them is doing some sort of sex moving around is what's coming through with this. They could even be fighting because something is coming into light or something, some sort of misfortune has happened. They might be turning on each other at this point. This is kind of like a side, somebody in this like family issue, family ring is starting to want revenge on someone else because of all of this, because of this mess. And I don't know why I almost said tacky. Someone in this situation, again, prideful came out in the very beginning. So this particular family might have an image. They uphold some sort of image. And they're the type of individuals that would say, that looks tacky. Tacky came through specifically. So that's some weird and strange information coming through in this reading. There might be a karmic Cancer involved here. Sitting in the Five of Cups, this person may be like living in this energy at this point. And again, there's something about turning on one another because someone here feels betrayed, possibly by a family member. I also heard by a group activity. So someone here might feel betrayed by a group activity, excuse me. Saturn. So Saturn very much connects to karmic lessons a lot of times. There's a heavy, dense challenge involved. And then there's this attachment. This person has some sort of attachment with an older individual who is not for their greatest good at all. And there's such a deep trust. It's funny because I've been in the middle of channeling a new deck, you know, channeling one of those written decks, and I haven't finished it yet. But one of the things that came through is that term, thick as thieves, and that's what this is giving me here, thick as thieves. The definition on thick of thieves specifically uses the example of like they've been thick as thieves for weeks to the extent that we've been wondering what they're up to. This is the kind of energy that's coming through here, and family is coming through as well as someone is very anxious, and someone, again, with this revenge out here, someone might be very angry at this point. It could be I hate to say it, but energy has come through several times where someone is like taking advantage of a younger person. Maybe once upon a time they were a child, but they're like, they've been growing, they're older, and this individual like has something wrong with them, and they take advantage of this person and the state that they're in, like mentally or emotionally, as sad as that is. That kind of energy has come through before, and I'm kind of getting that here, that maybe someone's been taking advantage of a family member's weakness or weak spots. Jupiter in reverse. That's funny because Jupiter in the upright is very much a placement of fortune and prosperity. So this karmic lesson had to do, and then here we have this dense Scorpio. This Scorpio energy is very dense and dark. There can even be a karmic. I'm actually getting more than like several different individuals involved. There could be a karmic couple here. There could be karmic family members here. This energy connected to each other is giving me that the karmic situation or karmic lesson is connected to doing basically ill-intended things, not things that are not in the upright, illegal things basically to achieve. This is like a false achievement of Jupiter. Jupiter in the upright, you're on the right path. You have good intentions. You do the right thing and you align with your blessings, right? This is in reverse next to Saturn. And here we have Scorpio as well. Scorpio can be a good thing when it comes to transformation, but a lot of times, depending on the placement, it can also attach someone to very dark and obsessive, shadowy kind of energy that can consume someone until they look at it, until they learn the lesson, right? I'm even possibly getting a karmic Cancer sign with a strong Scorpio placement in the same chart here. Something hidden again. I'm really getting, as much as I hate to say it, I'm getting like hidden individuals. Someone missing is coming through. Fire in reverse. Yeah, lots of karmic energy here. And again, something about this person's like emotional or mental state here is related to why something happened. This is like a challenge this person has needed to overcome, and they're incapable of doing so. And it's because there's some sort of like karmic tie, karmic lesson they're meant to learn with like a family member or something like that. Let's get some final messages for, I don't know who this reading is for, but if this is connected to, unfortunately, someone in the divine collective in some form, some way, some capacity. This could even be someone's been separated from for a long time, but this energy here is still coming up as relevant for some reason. Let's just get some final messages for divine collective. Yeah, confirmation, karmic family. This can even be someone's karmic family member. That's funny. There's a lot of stuff coming out in reverse here. Cool your emotions in reverse. Again, something about taking advantage of someone's, or someone has an issue with handling like this kind of Scorpio, karmic Scorpio energy can be very, very dark. That is not saying all Scorpios are bad people. Quite the opposite. Some of the best people I've met are Scorpios. However, in the karmic, very, very karmic placements, karmic energies, very, very dark, shadowy energy, it can go deep. It can go real deep, chasing what's in the shadows, basically. That's kind of what I'm getting here for someone in this, that they have a very strong Scorpio placement that is challenging to overcome, and something, again, has happened that is not good. You might be someone, so if this is someone you were related to in the past, or you have a past life connection with an individual, I feel like you are moving on or moving away. This could be someone you have left behind, transformed away from. Made progress, confirmation, made progress. You followed some sort of signs. You followed your intuition. You might even be, have transitioned your life in some way to be focusing on service. You do something with service for your work. That could be confirmation for who this reading is for or related to. Reflecting, yeah, you reflect on your priorities. This could have been someone's karmic situation, unfortunately, that you have left behind, overcome. Yeah, release and surrender, confirmation. So for someone, unfortunately, this is related to someone you knew. I think lovers came out earlier. This could have been someone's karmic lover previously. So this is current energy. I don't know why this is coming through, but this is part of what someone needs to know about this past lover at this time. Definitely don't be dealing with this individual. Other than that, again, these readings are considered for entertainment purposes only. If you got some sort of confirmation or clarity out of it, that is wonderful. Or if you just enjoyed the reading, then thank you again for being here. I'll see you next time.